family, I wanted to come back and repost a video that I've posted probably months and months ago. That is Dish Network or Dish Careers is kind of what they have, but this is just Dish, the cable provider. Guys, I posted this particular video again. I'm reposting it because they're looking for more customer service representatives. Now, they are a decent company. I unfortunately aren't able to get Dish in my neighborhood. I'm stuck with Spectrum, but the moment that Dish arrives, Spectrum, your days are numbered. So they are looking for a customer service representative, guys. They are looking that you would at least have 2 days off in a row. That's a company that's thinking about their people because when you have one day off, okay, did you really have a day off? Okay, that let me know how y'all feel about that in the comment section. But generally, if you have a day off and it's Monday and you don't have another day off until like Thursday, did you really have a day off? Because what can you really get done in like a day? Okay, but that's neither here nor there. So they support shifts anything between 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and an 8-hour shift 5 days a week, or you can choose to do a 10-hour shift 4 days a week. They've got open availabilities, including weekends and holidays. Um, and that can change 12 to 15 weeks on a business need. So if you have to do a schedule change, you just use that schedule for 12 weeks or 15 weeks, and then they will opt in for any particular changes that you need. Now, one of the things that I like about that is that they do give you a 10% increase of your rate after you complete your apprenticeship, and I'm assuming that that may be what they consider to be their training. They're going to give you all of your medical, dental, and vision, part-time paid time off, paid sick time for and the company matches that. You're gonna get discounts on Dish, Sling, and Boost services. So that is all of your internet, cable, and cell phone providers if you use any of those three options. You just have to have a high school diploma, at least 6 months of customer service experience, and just kind of be able to engage on the phone in a kind of adequate way. So they do want you to have a flexible schedule changes every 12 to 15 weeks. So it doesn't look like that shift change may be voluntarily. It may be something that is kind of forced upon you. So be prepared for that. They do ask that you be on a camera doing all meeting calls. We kind of hate that, but we understand that that may happen sometimes. So they do ask that you have to have a internet provider, and you can't have like Wi-Fi or anything of that nature. You do need to be wired to their internet. Now, one of the things that Dish did, and this is why this particular job is so important to me, is Dish did not play. What they did with this particular post is something that I wish all companies actually did. As many job posts that I see in my 33 years of living on the good green earth, is that they started with all of the perks and then they started with the qualifications and then they did something that I especially love is that everybody that works from home for any period of time know that what I make here in South Carolina isn't exactly what you're going to make in, let's say, Connecticut. Okay. So, what they have done at Dish, and this is what I absolutely love, is they tell you this before you take the chance and applying and assuming that you're going to make that $16 that they advertised. Okay. Or you're going to make $15 that they starting off with. And then you get that surprise that says, hey, you actually are going to be making 16.50. Okay. So what they did is they came here and they just listed everything. So they're saying that the compensation is starting out at 15.50, but in most states you're going to be at that $15 an hour unless you live in New Jersey and you're going to be at 16.50, Minnesota's at 16, um Massachusetts is at 16.50, Maryland is at 16, Illinois is at 16, Connecticut is at 16.50, so forth and so on. So what they do is they give you all of the states that they're hiring and then what your actual pay would be. Kudos to you, Dish. Kudos to you because it's not a surprise. And any company that is going to be this clear to you in the application process is a company that I want to work for. Okay. Just because I love the sense of transparency that they're providing to you, where they're telling you where your salary is going to start at. So the people in Florida are going to make the same thing as the people in Kansas, and so forth and so on. And I'm going to tell you this, quiet as kept, it kind of tells me which state I want to move in because I know that Massachusetts is going to make $1.50 more than me. Guys, and let me do this as a disclaimer too, so you don't look at Dish in a horrible way, because I don't think sometimes I know certain things and I feel like everybody knows this, and I will just share it with you guys. The reason that these actually change, because I just this actually changes because the cost of living varies from state to state. Okay. Now I know we live in these particular states and we feel as though the cost of living doesn't vary from state to state, but it really truly does. Here in South Carolina, even with inflation, you can find a decent apartment. I'm going to say right at about anything from about 800 to about $1,200 a month, depending upon where you're living in South Carolina. Whereas in some of these other locations, that may be a little bit lower, especially like Texas. So again, these are the openings that we have here for Dish. Definitely you want to click the link below to apply, and definitely let me know in the comment section whether or not you actually applied for this position, whether you like it, whether you didn't like it. I want to know all of those things. So if you don't like it, I'll start promoting them. If you love it, I'll promote them even more. And definitely like this video and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.